We're coming live from the CBMA Open Day. It's busy. We've got lots of potential students all here looking. We've got demonstrations going on. We've got lots of alumni here answering questions. There's some networking going on. We've got a few different designers here and other working professionals here. So yeah, we'll publish this live after, so you can, watch it whenever. Hi to everyone joining. It's lovely to see so many names popping up. Yeah, I guess let's start with just like a little tour. So this is kind of like a little Oscar statue. And then over here, there's lots of, in the Academy, we've got lots of kind of memorabilia, props, wigs and things like that from various different projects that Chrissy, the principal's worked on, and other designers sometimes give us pieces. Hi, here I am. I'm Emma. Over here we've got one of our lovely alumni is doing casualty makeup demonstrations. So would you mind showing us your knuckles? So what did you do here? Can you explain what you did?
Grease paint, I think it's the black eye wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And I just stick it over the top using, it's kind of like maybe a couple of days old for a bruise. It's not very old, it's not really fresh.
Like she was in a fight a couple of days ago and
That's what I was going for. And I used the filigree colour, a little bit of the purple and the blue, and then sprinkled that and blended it across the knuckles. Alternating this as well, you can see a bit more of the texture. And then over the top, the Bloody Five alcohol palette. Activated it with some 99% IPA. And then I used a sponge just to scrape across the knuckles. You can see, like, you just get such a quick.
Looks like little scratches.
Effect, and it's so quick and easy.
Yeah, love that. Do you feel like you've injured yourself?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, my hand hurts. Yeah. But yeah, what other kind of casualty stuff have you been doing today? Anything interesting?
We've done a little bit of
Ooh. Yeah.
We did some like ring lines, that was quite fun. We also used some of the pro bondos, so we did dash on the shoulder blade, and another like wound on the arm.
And so a pro bondo is basically like a sort of sticky kind of.
It's pretty film-wise here. So these, they come like with the sort of flat molds, and then you fill it with the pro bondo cream, let it dry, scrape them so they're flat, and then they become these kind of invisible wounds that just like adhere onto the skin.
Yeah.
Which is contact. Then it creates sort of like a
raise, like lifelike.
but also things like glitter.
Oh, we've got one here. We've got one in the flesh to see. So this is like a bullet wound, maybe?
Or there are a few different. We were
Few
doing
little
a few
bits.
different
Bit of
types
texture.
of blood.
Yeah.
So just demonstrating the different kinds. You can't see it as much here, but
So it's kind of like a little bit raised. Like it's basically, it's a bit like a prosthetic piece, but it's easier and quicker to put on, right?
yeah, literally.
And less, yeah.
Peel it off, a bit of powder.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier for you to blend it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you. That's great. I'll probably come back around in a minute, see if you're doing something else. And then here we have Ellie doing some lovely kind of character kind of stuff, I guess. Is that what you're up to?
Doing character based on Taboo that Erica designed.
Love that.
A lot of dirt, grime, injuries.
Yeah.
Tattoos.
So, yeah, lots of like what makeup artists do is putting tattoos on people. to like, you know, tell stories in different ways and things like that. So I guess we've got like this quite interesting little sort of, I don't know, what would you call that? A little swirly prison tattoo type thing. Yeah.
They all would be very, very homemade, kind of gang tattoos and stuff.
Yeah. And it's really simple, right? It's kind of just like you did when you were a kid, where you, yeah, splodge it on and wet it. But yeah, a lot of people don't realise that tattoos are like part of hair and makeup sometimes. Like in films, basically there's like copyright issues with tattoos where you can't always show people's real tattoos on screen. So most tattoos you see on TV and stuff are fake. Like somebody's designed them and they get stuck on like this. Sometimes every morning, it takes like hours in the morning to get them on and things like that. So, yeah. And is that also a little prosthetic piece on the forehead?
A silicone piece here, and a couple of Bondo skin conditioners. Can't really see that one, but there's one that is quite good there that you can actually see on camera.
Sure.
I imagine. This one's a very, very fine one.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks like sort of acne scarring. Yeah. I actually didn't realise that was a piece. So there you go. I'm going to pop around and show you the one on the other side. Here's Peter, the man in charge. Anything to say to the fans?
I'll be back next week.
So, oh yeah, here we go. You can see a bit clearer here. So was this a prosthetic piece or was this a Bondo piece?
This is a Pro Bondo.
Okay.
This one's a silicone.
So, yeah, this is like, oh, it looks all kind of, yeah, I don't know, you're looking like you're dishevelled and ill and...
Yeah, the idea of the taboo, guys, is that each of them will be riddled with syphilis and herpes and all kinds of nasty things.
Lovely.
We're going to give them like sores and marks on their faces.
Yeah.
Our lovely model up on blue here is going to be looking a bit worse for wear.
Oh dear.
I'm also going to cover him in dirt in a minute as well.
Love that. Well, we'll come back for the dirt covering. And then we have another couple of stations going on over here. So Lena here is, let me try and get a little bit of a better view. Lena here has been styling a wig. Hi, Lena. A beautiful wig that she actually knotted herself. But yeah, so she's just kind of demonstrating part of the course, the 4-month course at least, is wig setting, and you stood on someone's foot. You don't actually learn the foundation building, but you kind of learn the basics of wig making and learn about knotting and things like that. So kind of demonstrating that side of what you could do on the course. And it looks like we've got loads of gems and things that might go in after, some pearls. Yeah. Is that what you're thinking? And so is this kind of the inspiration, or no? These are,
Pearly, yeah. These are just
period inspirations. Is there a particular period you're going for?
18th century.
Sure.
Big wigs, big powder, peaches inside, like padding, leather, very grandiose.
Yeah. So yeah, inside here, there's like what we call a cage, which is kind of like a wire. I mean, it almost looks like a mini bird cage, I guess, that you use to make the wig look bigger, basically. So it's not all hair in there. There's like things in there to kind of fake the look of it being full of hair, and some padding and things like that. So yeah, and you set this at home, right? And you brought it in.
Yeah, just to be quicker, but it's
It looks amazing. The curls are very defined and beautiful. But yeah, and then over here we have some kind of fashion makeup, which looks really cool. What are you going for today, Nora? Kind of like a bold. Oh, I love that.
It's like something editorial.
Uh-huh.
Runway, spring colors.
Yeah, sure, because it's nice and springy.
Yeah, something you can redefine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Love that. It's beautiful. No pressure. Was that your favourite part of the course, Nora, doing the fashion stuff?
It was the one I was most prepared with.
Sure.
And so it felt comfortable. And yeah, I would say my favorite thus far has been Barbara.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I've always wanted to cut men's hair, never did it, and it was so satisfying. So like, finally getting to
Live the hairdresser fantasy. Yeah, sure. Yeah. There isn't. Yeah, we don't have anyone demonstrating barbering today, but there are some like heads up here that are students' work. So if you do the barbering course, it's usually a week long, and you get to eventually do, I think, usually 2 hairstyles on a head, and you can bring in live models as well. Sometimes there are live models to cut the hair off, so that's cool. And I think we have another station over here.
So I use everything here in this
Yeah, so I think this is a little bit more. Hi, just coming through. Hello. So we have some more kind of casualty injury kind of stuff going on here. So, oh, we've got some more knuckles. So, what are you doing at the moment? What are you going for?
So we just showed a bit of grazing, and if she fell, it's gravel,
Oof.
cuts.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm just kind of showing a more of an
A little older
An older
injury.
brace, yeah.
Yeah. And so, what products are you using for that?
We're using the grease powder.
There you go, the bruise wheel. We saw that, I think.
We haven't added any alcohol yet, but we're going to add some alcohol pellets in there as well, just to show the variety. We use dark scab blood, some spray, and some dried blood as well.
All the different types of blood.
Yes. My favourite.
Love that. Are you feeling injured? How are you feeling?
I feel attacked.
Yeah, very attacked. Yeah.
So with the alcohol pellets, it's activated by 99% alcohol. Just go in with a stiff brush like this. Or running like this.
And it's kind of a bit like watercolor, isn't it? It sort of acts like watercolor, except you're using alcohol to activate it instead of water, really.
Yeah.
So it lasts a long time.
Yeah, that's a longer.
Is it okay to use this product and this product together, or do they sort of...
Yeah, so you would have to be a bit careful. Sometimes the alcohol will rub off the grease. But if you just kind of dust it around like this, it will.
Looks like I've not been careful enough.
Anything else you want to try out, or do you want to go and wander around?
You're going to go and scare some people with your injuries. But yeah, so casualty is a big part of the course. So there's a whole week dedicated to casualty makeup. So you kind of learn all sorts of different injuries and ailments, and you do burns, you do kind of cuts and bruises, and you usually get the chance to do kind of like your own, you're given creative free reign, and you get to kind of imagine a story for a person and show all their injuries and things like that. So that's always fun. Everybody always loves that. And then on top of that, then there's also kind of building on that, there's the prosthetics part of the course, which is usually 3 or 4 weeks long, and you get to sculpt and create your own prosthetic flat pieces, and some pieces that you do life casting on. So here's like a little prosthetic wound. I don't know if that's maybe coming up in a minute, but this is the kind of thing you can create on the course. So that's always really fun, and that's kind of used to make really realistic looking injuries, like bigger realistic looking injuries, things like that. Got some more tattoos going on here. And then let's see what's going on down here. I'm following you around.
Hello, hey guys, it's me again.
I think we've got some more injured knuckles going on. It's a classic. It looks great.
Everyone keeps coming over and asking like, oh, can I have knuckles?
Oh, how are you feeling?
Very great.
Yeah, pain. Yeah. Ooh. You have a little. Ooh, that's more of like a grazy thing. That looks fresh.
That's quite fresh.
Yeah. Ooh, and is that some debris in there, or is that the
Some,
scab?
like, texture here.
Yeah.
Big gravel. It's lovely.
Yeah. It's great. You're gonna go and scare some people with that.
I will.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some more. Well, I think I may have already shown some of these bits and pieces, but for anyone who's joined, we've got some various kind of pieces of memorabilia that are around in the academy. So over here we've got this lovely cabinet full of interesting bits and pieces. So here you might recognise is Robert Downey Jr. That was like a cast that was made for him I think it was for Sherlock, when Chrissy worked on Sherlock. These are pieces that were made, I believe, for Will Smith when they worked on Aladdin all together. I'm not sure what this arm is, somebody's arm. And then various bits and pieces of teeth prosthetics that I think were from when Chrissy worked on the Cray twins film. So these are all kind of like fake teeth, basically. There's some fake hair pieces down here, some nose pieces, and then this is my favorite part. This is Chrissy when she was working on Casino Royale. So she's oiling up Daniel Craig's chest, who says this isn't a glamorous job. That's about as glamorous as it gets. This is our lovely guy here. He's holding the little leaflets for us. He always scares people, always frightening people, sitting there lurking. This is like a body that was made for, I'm not sure which film, it's been here quite a long time. But it's like a lifelike prosthetic model that was made for one of Chrissy's films. We've got a few pieces over here. I think we're from Beetlejuice. Certainly this one here is Danny DeVito in Beetlejuice. So that's his dead kind of thing. These are some, the Constant Gardener that Chrissy worked on. And like kind of like a collection of different projects. This is the boat that rocked. That I know Chrissy worked on. Well, they're all Chrissy's films. And one of the most famous Sherlock, I think it was Sherlock 2. So, yeah, there's loads of bits of inspiration around the Academy. Loads of different reference books, things like that to help you get inspired for things. Lots of, period books from different ages, different eras. So if you're working on period things, you can find inspiration there. We have another one of our scary models here. He always gets people because it looks like a guy who's asleep. There's another little man over here. Yeah, biscuits. Very important. But yeah. So yeah, lots going on. Let's see if Peter's got anything. Hello. Anything to say? So we've recently, something really exciting is the makeup store Tilt has opened up downstairs.
Oh, he's Tilt.
Yeah. So yeah, you happy about the move? You excited? Yeah, you got loads of stuff, all the place for everything. And Peter, you got anything to say to prospective students?
Not overly happy with our, new neighbour. No, we look forward to seeing you all maybe September.
Yeah.
As I think April's now fully booked.
Great.
September's
Fully booked for April.
January, so yes, and we look forward to a very good new year. I'm wishing my life away.
Yeah. And people can come and arrange to pop in anytime, can't they? They can send you a message.
I always say it's really important to come for a studio tour on a normal day, to see what it's like
Yep.
how it's run, and see how miserable I can be.
But yeah, so there's always students popping in, kind of just seeing what's going on. Gives you a taste of like what an actual day would look like. So that's always great. You can picture yourself here and you can ask all the silly questions or things that you might think are silly, like, oh, where do I get my lunch? Or how will it be when I'm here? And things like that. So I found that really useful. And you get to speak to actual students who are working, like, oh, how come you chose here? Or how come you wanted to go into hair and makeup? Like, how did you decide to do all that? So yeah, it's always great to come in for a studio tour if you can. But yeah, how are you feeling? You feeling pretty... You feeling gnarly? You're feeling like ready to attack some people and yeah. You look great. Oh, we're gonna do some dirtying down. Let's go for it. So what are you planning to use for that?
I'm going to use this lovely homemade one. So it'll be like maybe a cream with a dark powder mix in.
Uh-huh.
To make it look lifted.
Talk to the camera.
To make that look lifted, and you want it to be like right in the cracks of the skin.
Uh-huh.
Sitting on top and looking like cake. So the trick is to put it on and take it off again. Take it all off.
And then you kind of smear it in, don't you? Yeah.
And now turn your head, you can kind of see that looks like it's really at the pores of his skin.
Like he's been... Yeah.
Also, we think just like lots of different texture dirts and build them up so that again it doesn't look like it's fake and sitting on the skin. You want like liquid dirt, you want cream dirt, powder dirt, all of them.
Yeah.
And then different levels of thickness. You're going to get build up in some places and not in others. So this bit a bit more chunky.
Is this not something you mix yourself, or is that part of your...
Yeah, this is a homemade one. So it's just like a Nivea moisturizer and then like a powder dirt. Which
Oh, so it's the powder dirt with the moisturizer.
so just makes a really good cream consistency, which is really cheap and really easy to do.
Does it stay better on than a grease paint then?
Well, when I was working on something recently and we had to do like legs on people, and it's like a very quick way to get people quite dirty. Because you can like get it all over your hands. If you're doing like, with alcohol palette or something like that, it takes forever. So it's certainly like a quick and easy one. I guess it's like kind of milder on the face as well, right? Like it's moisturizer basically with a bit of fake pigment in.
If you're in a crowd room and you want to get a lot of people through, rather than using like a expensive product. It's super cheap to make, and you can just whack it on everyone.
Yeah.
Nice colour as well.
Mm.
It looks good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Great
I could
colour.
make this one. I'm gonna have to find out.
Oh, I like it.
He's looking grimy.
Yeah, very grimy. Especially that beat.
Yeah.
It looks good. It's disgusting.
If it looks disgusting, you know it's kind of working.
Yeah, it's good.
It's believable. Yeah.
I'm not gonna put loads of stuff in the hair.
You're being kind. Yeah.
Are you going anywhere else?
Now he doesn't have a choice. Saturday after all.
Also, big thing is
Yeah.
always remember the ears because
Uh-huh.
you don't want nothing worse than just a big, like, greyed out face and just pink ears.
Clean ears. Yeah. Can't have that. And like things like the cracks of the fingers and like you've got to kind of look at things from all different angles, like check.
Got your model to do that while you're down and then they'll get a cake and they'll go like this and they'll just streak like really
It's looking great, very dirty. We'll see how are you getting on, Lena? It's looking good. Looks great. You're kind of getting there. So how did you set the wig when you did that at home? What were you going for? Different sizes of rollers?
So I tried to get more finer at the front.
Uh-huh.
And then you got larger inside because this wig has so much hair. So I just tried to, different sizes. Just used a bit of setting spray, wet set, block rollers. And then I actually had the hood dryer over it because I don't have a wig oven. And just to kind of like make sure that it will dry for today. So yeah.
What's your favorite kind of style of wig to work on? Do you have a favorite, like a period in particular,
I
or?
don't. I think the most that I've done is a bit of like Victorian.
Uh-huh.
But still, I feel like still a lot to learn. I feel like it's just like this yak hair wig, which is quite coarse and quite like thick. That would feel like it's quite like challenging to work with.
Sure.
Rather than the human.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they get them on.
And like yak hair wigs were quite traditional in like the 18th century, I think, weren't they?
Yeah, you had like the yak horse.
Yeah. Like if you think about in, Bridgerton, like the footmen and things like that, or the servants and things, those would tend to be made from like yak hair.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny when you think about it, but
I mean, when we first starting to use animal hair, it was quite like unusual.
Yeah.
Texture and everything.
yeah. I know we definitely styled an 18th century fop wig on the course. I think that's usually part of it.
Lovely makeup, Laura.
Oh yeah, where's the final? Oh, she's just gone to the loo.
She looks like a different person.
Well, we'll see the final result of the lovely editorial fashion makeup in a minute. I have some wigs over here that were from another period project, The Great, season 3. I think these came from one of our lovely tutors, Jenny, who, donated them here as like inspiration. I love this one so much. She's looking a tiny bit lived in now. But I love this lovely blue one so much. I ended up trying to recreate that in my final project. which was fun. I think it's like there's a cage in there to make that bigger than it is and to use less hair than it seems. Oh. Let's see the final editorial look. Wow. Oh, so you added some lashes?
Yeah.
Yeah, for that real, like, you look great. You look beautiful. Lovely colors. Great. Beautiful. Beautiful work. How are you doing, Rebecca?
Good, thank you.
I'm good. How have you been? What have you been up to? Would you like to let everyone know when you graduated? And
I graduated about a year and a half ago, and I was very fortunate to get on the job straight away in the crowd for a good 8 months, and then have been doing like dailies since. So yeah, a bit quiet now, but
yeah.
fun.
And dailies is kind of when you basically on days when they need extra people.
Yeah, so random days you can do like 2 to 4 days a week or something, which has been quite nice to have a day of rest in between
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
It's been good to you.
But yeah. Do you have a favorite thing from the course? Like a favorite?
I really enjoyed wigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, wigs and prosthetics. But it was stressful as well.
Yeah, the prosthetics was stressful,
Yeah.
especially for us too.
Yeah.
Some people love the prosthetics. I think we both find it like a little bit harder. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it's great to work so closely with amazing tutors and stuff.
Yeah, no, very fortunate.
Yeah, really great stuff. Yeah. Thanks, Rebecca. See you later. Let's see what else is. Oh, bit of downtime over here, just doing some brush cleaning. More dirtying here, still looking very gross and grim. And oh, more dirty knuckles, like injured knuckles going on over here. Oh, I see. You're kind of. So what's happened to you? You're a bit sunburned.
My first time being sunburned.
I love the ring line. The ring line is so cool. And yeah, so you've got a little sore.
Just a little bit.
Terrible. Yeah. It's really good, really realistic. What did you use for the sunburn?
So I used sunburn, which was
Great.
cheap.
No.
I also used the complexion palette. This is really nice and warm.
Sure.
It's my PA alcohol.
Uh-huh.
So I treated it with alcohol and then apply it with a brush and a sponge. And then I also use some alcohol to just remove a little bit around the ring finger.
Uh-huh.
Which makes it look
Really realistic.
really realistic. And then I used some fish skin to create the effect of the PE skin.
Ooh.
And that was applied with Prosade.
Uh-huh.
And then this is just
Pus in a jar. Can you show us the fish skin? Do you have some more that you could show us?
it looks like nothing when it comes.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird sort of, almost like tissue paper.
Yeah. But it's got a really nice texture. It rips through.
Yeah. So it looks a lot like peely, like skin or burns or skin conditions,
It's great.
and like wrinkles.
It's like a medical
Yeah, so it gets tacky and then you stick it on, basically. Great stuff. All right, let's see the fish skin in action. Yeah. Yeah. I was saying when we were with Ellie doing dirtying down, like I've got like dirty fingernails from doing a job with that. Like they're clean, but it looks dirty because obviously it's not real dirt. But hi to everyone joining. Great to see so many people popping in to our kind of, I guess, virtual open day. Yeah, we're here in, this is the sunburn. So that's the sunburn going on. Looks painful. You're kind of like amping it up a little bit there with that.
If she's going to be blistered, then
She needs to be really red. Yeah, so maybe you could leave it there with just the sunburn spray if it's just like a little, a light.
Yeah, if you've just been on holiday, maybe spend a bit too long.
Yeah.
Then that's what you go for, but we are amping up.
This is how a lot of like Brits have been looking this week, seeing as it's been sunny. Everybody's doing too much in the sun.
Because our skin tone's slightly darker, I'm just using a darker colour than I did on the last one.
Slightly different skin tone, so yeah.
I just go really brown.
Oh really? You don't really go red? Yeah, sure. We're going for a little wedding ring. Love that.
That just makes it look a little bit more blue.
It really sells it that it's sunburn. So yeah, this is the medical grade adhesive that basically you use for all kind of prosthetic-y pieces, really, don't you? Or lots of. So it's like a skin-safe glue.
And you just need to wait for it to go clear, then you know it's dry and it's ready to apply.
So yeah, it goes on white and then it dries down to be tacky, but it's not something you can. You kind of, once you stick, it's stuck kind of thing. You can't really take it off again. You can reactivate it with alcohol, but
It's very sticky.
yeah, it's a pretty sticky thing.
And I'm just prepping my fish skin to look nice and
So yeah, it's looking pretty clear now.
No sunscreen, I see.
No.
Yeah. Rookie mistake.
So you're kind of making like one big kind of blister, I guess,
yeah,
right?
this is where all the pus is going to go. And then if you hold it up in the mirror, like this, see, this is a little bit too uniform for me, but we're just going to cover that up. This is the fun bit.
That looks so realistic. I hate it. Lovely. So yeah, there we have it. A lovely little sunburn. Looks.
That's what everyone said. Everyone leaving, they're going to think, what have they been doing?
What's been happening up at CBMA? So I think we might end the live there. I'll do one final kind of little tour. Loads of students still here. You know, chit-chatting and mingling and networking and all of that. So it tends to be, there's often students that pop back in to say hi and kind of let everyone know how they've been getting on, give like practical advice to all the current students. So it's quite a regular occurrence for there to be little Q&As. The principal, Chrissy, usually will pop in as much as she can to say hi and answer questions and, you know, help out and give tips and advice and all of that. So tends to be lots of people in there. Oh, hi, Lou Potters, you're starting this month. So exciting. Oh, a couple of you guys are starting this month. That's so exciting. You're going to love it. I'm sure some of these faces you're seeing now will probably pop back in and give tips and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to start. But yeah, I think we might kind of leave things there. I guess we'll do a final check-in over here with the Dirty Down kind of character. He's looking great. What are you doing over on this side? Kind of like a teary thing, a little streamy eye.
Removing some of the dirt where his eyes have watered because he's got dirt in them.
Yeah.
So do you want to turn your head a little bit? So just like
looks great.
cutting through that, so
yeah,
his eyes would have watered if he had loads of dirt.
Yeah, love that. Love his tattoos too. But yeah, I think we'll leave things there. I think we've shown you the open day. I'll say bye. I'm Emma. Nice to meet you, I guess. But yeah, we're here until about 1:32. So I mean, if you're in the area, pop in if you'd like to. And if not, you can always arrange a studio visit with Peter on the website. You're always welcome to pop in whenever. Yeah. I guess that's everything. Have a lovely day. What a beautiful sunny day for an open day. I'm guessing everybody's out in the sun. Okay, bye for now, everyone. See you.